Hey, what's up guys? Vlogtober 5th now, and today I'll be doing an overview, a look at, I guess if you want to call it, my Tombstone collection. Maybe that sounds stupid to you, I don't know. If you think that's stupid, you can turn the video off now. No hard feelings. First off, we have what seems to be everyone that sees it favorite, the Freddy Krueger Footstone. I wish there was more Footstones. These things are awesome. The angle they sit on the ground versus a regular tombstone, just really cool. I wish I could find more of these. And I'm actually not a huge fan of Freddy Krueger either, but I couldn't pass this up when I saw it. Okay, and then we have this cross here. This and the previous one, the Freddy one, I got these from frightcatalog.com, I think. Yeah, it was Fright Catalog. They were 10 bucks, and then I had a discount code for 20% off, so they were actually 8 bucks a piece. Good deal. The moss I actually added myself, not the moss. Is that moss? I don't know. Anyways, that shit. I added that myself, just because I think it helps it look a little more aged. I think this year, though, I'm going to replace it with some fresher stuff, because it's looking pretty damn dead. Alright, we have this here. It's one of the old Dollar Tree tombstones. After I started buying a lot of higher quality tombstones, I actually I had probably 15 of these things, and I threw about half of them away, and one of them I broke in half, and then I was like, you know what, that looks kind of cool. So I just added moss to it. I need to add more because a lot of it has fallen off over the last couple of years. But yeah, and the reason, if you're wondering if there's blood on it, is because one year I just went apeshit with blood. Okay, and this one here, also from Fright Catalog. Not a lot I can say about it. It's not really detailed. It was also 8 bucks after the discount. Like I said, not a lot to say about it. And it has a bat on it. Alright, and I got this one here. It's called, I believe, the Skull Pile Tombstone. Again, from Fright Catalog. And one thing I've noticed is, while I'm recording this, these look a lot better on video than they do in person. Which is good. Again, I added the moss, again from Fright Catalog. This one is actually one of my favorite ones. It's just pretty cool looking. Okay, and we got this guy here, like he's a person. Anyways, he's got that cross on it right there. It's pretty cool. It's taken a little damage over the years, but what tombstone doesn't take damage over time? This one I believe came with moss on it. I don't think I added any to it, although this year I'm probably going to, say, in those gaps right there for the cross, and then probably down at the bottom. Okay, and this one here, I actually got this at a thrift store brand new for a couple of bucks. It's made by the same company that made all those other ones. It says Rip, because the guy that lays there, apparently his name is Rip. Anyways, here lies Nathaniel Crowley, born 1639, died 1697, because he's a fucking witch. Okay, and here we have a couple of the old Dollar Tree tombstones. The ones they make now look really bad. You can actually tell the difference in quality between these. The one on the right is a year older than the one on the left. It seems like every year they get cheaper looking and cheaper made. Not necessarily cheaper made, I mean they're the same quality, but they're painted better the previous years. Honestly, on the one on the left, that one there, I like the paint job better, but the one on the right, like I said, it's a year older. It was actually made with a denser foam, so it's a little harder to tell that it is foam. Okay, and here we have an old one. This was from, I want to say, 2011? Maybe even 2010. Again, it's the denser foam. And I don't believe they've made the one with the gargoyle on it since that year. It's a denser foam. It's got a pretty decent paint job. It seems like later they just started splashing paint on there and calling it a job. Guess that's what you get when you pay Chinese kids $3 a day to paint for you. This one here, it's one of the old ones as well, with the denser foam. I had one of these that was of the newer one, just the lighter quality foam, that just looked foam, but it's one of them that I threw away. Okay, and then this one here, again, one of the old denser ones. Most of them that I have are the older denser ones because they're just better quality. They stand up to the time better. Okay, and then we have this one here. I wish this one was bigger and that it was a little better quality. It is one of the Dollar Tree ones. And if you've seen the Dollar Tree ones from this year or last year, you know they're just absolute garbage, especially last year's. They were all glitter ones. I don't know why they think that glitter is great for Halloween, but it's not. If you think it is, you know, I'm sorry if I offend you. Anyways, this is one of the older, denser ones. I like them. That's why I keep them. They, you know, fill out the space in the graveyard without having to spend a lot of money, because these things get expensive over time. Okay, and this one here, I'm really not terribly crazy about the design, but it's the only one that I have with this particular design. And if you're wondering what that slot right there is for, that is actually to help mask the fact that there's a not a grave fogger, a ground fogger behind it. So yes, it looks a little stupid. The fog comes out of a tombstone, but it does hide the tombstone in the graveyard. But of course, you don't hide a tombstone in a graveyard, you hide a ground fogger. Okay, another one that I got at a thrift store. If you've never heard of a thrift store called Savers or you've never been there, you should check it out. They actually have really decent Halloween stuff for decent prices. Again, just a few dollars. This one is R.I.P. Here lies Victor von Stein. Born 1612, died 1676. RIP. Okay, the last of the tombstones that I got from a thrift store. This one is James Turner, 1798 to 1813. So this guy died when he was 15. Tormented through life, in peace at death.
That's sad.
Okay, next is this Celtic cross, which came with way too much moss on it. But I like the cross though, that's the problem. I can try to take that moss off, but then I run the risk of it possibly ruining the tombstone. So I kind of just deal with it being the way it is. Okay, so this one here is a gigantic 36-inch tombstone with the last name of Scott from 1826 to 1873, and it has what I think to be a weeping bride, but my girlfriend says it may just be a weeping lady, and maybe she's right. It's got some angelic wings there, and I need to hurry up and speed this video up because I am fighting Mother Nature right now. It is going to rain. Which is weird because this is California. It doesn't rain here. What the hell? And lastly, but certainly not least, this is my favorite. This is actually the most recent one I picked up. I picked this up, I think it was the day before Halloween last year, so I'm really surprised that Spirit Halloween even still had one in stock. Again, one of the giant 36-inch tombstones. These things run about 25 bucks, which, you know, it's a little pricey if you make your own tombstones, but if you're like me, and I don't really do that because I'm not confident enough in my abilities, and I don't own a Dremel. But yeah, we have this nautical themed one here. I like the green paint, it's pretty cool. And I don't know if this is the one, that's definitely a wave over there on the right. And this thing here, I can't tell exactly what that's supposed to be. I'm imagining that it's fighting the Kraken. It's Albert Ross. And you know what, typically I don't like tombstones with witty names on them like Albatross or Albert Ross. But I think in this case it actually works. The agony returns till my ghastly tale is told. This heart within me burns. Just a very cool tombstone. Okay, so in conclusion, that is my tombstone collection. If you've ever wondered what's a good place to store tombstones, especially these great big 36-inch ones, this is what I do. A TV box. They're nice and big, just slightly larger. I suggest a large 32-inch TV, like an older one, or maybe a 40-inch TV box. Anyways, if you like this video, please be sure to that like button in the dick like a chick. And if you really, really, really like the video, please feel free to subscribe.